Our main objectives are to differentiate between innate and adaptive immunity. Innate immunity is the immunity that is we are born with, and adaptive immunity that we acquire during lifetime when our body get exposed to pathogens or other viruses or other things like and to differentiate between understand the basic role of lymphocytes and macrophages, dendritic cells and NK cells in the immune system, and the role of major cytokines in the immunity which are released by these lymphocytes, macrophages and dendritic cells. And if something goes wrong with that system, that results in hypersensitivity reactions, and then we are going to discuss 4 different types of hypersensitivity reactions. To know the common features of autoimmune diseases, which are and their 4 main features like etiology, pathogenesis, morphology, and clinical expression of different autoimmune diseases like SLE, rheumatoid arthritis, Sjogren syndrome, systemic sclerosis, scleroderma, mixed connective tissue disease, and polyarthritis nodosa. To differentiate between primary genetic immunodeficiencies and secondary that are acquired. To understand the 4 main type features of AIDS and etiology, pathogenesis, morphology, and clinical expression of the disease, and to understand the 4 main features of amyloidosis, the deposition of amorphous material within the body organs, Immunity. Immunity is basically the defensive power of our body, that it protects the body from various infections. It can be of 2 types: innate immunity that is present since birth or even before birth, and adaptive immunity that is developed by exposure to pathogens or antigens that are not recognized by MSC, major histocompatibility complex, that is present on all our body cells, and if it do not recognize the antigen as self-antigen, that results in destruction of those cells. Major histocompatibility complex. Major histocompatibility complex, or MSC, is basically a cluster of genes that is located on chromosome 6p, and it codes for cell surface compatibility. That is, its main job is that all cell antigens are recognized and tolerated by our immune cells, and if those immune cells do not recognize those antigens, and then that will not be tolerated, and they will be killed by our immune system cells. Human leukocyte antigen HLA, that is in humans, and H2 genes are in mice. So these genes are recognized by this MSC, or major histocompatibility complex, and if they do not recognize those genes, that results in autoimmune reactions or hypersensitivity reactions. Innate immunity, or immunity that is present since birth. The main components of innate immunity are skin barriers, like our skin that protects from our body from entrance of different microbes into the body. Then comes the cells like lymphocytes, macrophages, also called antigen presenting cells. If monocyte like APCs are which cells mainly of macrophage lineage, and they are called monocytes in blood and macrophages in tissue. Their main function is to present the antigen to the cells like lymphocytes, T lymphocytes, and plasma cells, which are products of the B lymphocytes, and NK cells, natural killer cells, which is self-sufficient in killing the microbes. Then comes the role of the cytokines and chemokines. Cytokines are small protein peptides that are released by these lymphocytes and macrophages as a result of any microbe or as a result of activation, and these results in killing of the microbes. Chemokines are almost the same, but their main function is to attract neutrophils and they play their role in inflammation. Plasma proteins. Now, complement system, the coagulation factors, they also play their role in activation of immune system. Toll-like receptors, TLRs, are the receptors that are present on our cells since birth, and they will release certain cytokines when they get activated on exposure of certain viruses and pathogens, and those cytokines then result in killing of the microbes or pathogenic pathogenic factors that enters into the body. Adaptive immunity. Adaptive immunity is the immunity that we acquire when certain pathogen and organism enters into our body. It is basically divided into two main lines like cellular immunity and humoral immunity. Cellular is that is the direct cellular reactions to an antigen, and humoral immunity is through the formation of antibodies like B lymphocytes. When they get activated, they secrete plasma proteins, and that they form different kind of antibodies or immunoglobulins, and these immunoglobulins then play their role in microbe killing. Cellular immunity is the direct killing or cellular killing of the microbe, and this is function of basically the T lymphocyte. Now this summarizes what we had discussed before. This flowchart shows a difference between humoral immunity and cellular immunity. Humoral immunity, now what happens when these extracellular microbes or bacteria, when they enters into our body, B lymphocytes come into play, and these B lymphocytes, they have their immunoglobulins attached to their surface. They secrete those antibodies into the circulation through formation of plasma proteins, and those plasma proteins releases specific antibodies into the bloodstream or circulation. These immunoglobulins, now they bind to those extracellular microbes or bacteria, and this results in opsonization or neutralization of those microbes, that they become more favorable to be killed by our cells like macrophages and neutrophils. When those get mixed up with complement factors, that result in lysis and phagocytosis of those microbes by macrophages. So it's a much kind of a smarter system that results in secretion of antibodies into the system, and that those antibodies bind with microbes, and that results in killing. Now, cellular immunity, in which basically intracellular microbe or viruses which are ingested or are present intracellularly within our cell, like this macrophage, and macrophages are also called antigen presenting cells, that they present the antigen to T cells. So these antigen presenting cells or microbe which contain a virus in their cytoplasm, they present and process that antigen to the T or cytotoxic B lymphocyte. This T helper T lymphocyte. This helper T lymphocyte then release a cascade of cytokines, and these cytokines, they cause proliferation of those CD8 cytotoxic T lymphocytes, and that result in lysis of the infected cell, and that is then phagocytosed by the macrophages or neutrophils. So the end result of both the immunity is the same, that is the destruction of the phagocytosed microbes cell, but their activation is little different. And so now if we summarize humoral immunity and cellular immunity, so humoral immunity is the killing of extracellular microbes, and cellular immunity is the killing of an intracellular microbes by CD4 and CD8 T cells. And humoral immunity is the killing of the microbe through B lymphocytes. Now we're going to discuss in little bit detail, the inflammatory cells which play their role in inflammation, lymphocytes, macrophages, antigen presenting cells in the next lecture. Now we just summarize what we had discussed today. Basically we had discussed the concept of innate and adaptive immunity. Innate immunity is the immunity that is present from birth. It's the first line of defense. There is no prior exposure to antigen, and it's not specific, and it has no memory because it's just result in killing of the microbe on their first exposure to an antigen. While adaptive immunity or ecoid immunity is ecoid when we get exposed to pathogens during our lifetime, and it's the second line of defense, and its prior exposure to antigen is present, and it's specific. The killing will be more specific, and it has a memory. Okay, thank you.